everyone, so if you hadn't already noticed by the title and by the fact that I have no makeup on, today I'm going to be doing a makeup video for you. And a few of you have asked to see a what's in my makeup bag video and kind of more of an everyday makeup and a minimal makeup, so I thought I'd kind of tie them in together and kind of just do everything in one. So this is basically what's in my makeup bag today. My makeup bag has its own little post, by the way, on where it's from and where you can buy it. I'll link that up below. So yeah, a few of you have asked to see what's in my makeup bag, which basically changes every single day, so I just thought I'd do today's one because I've got the day off. So yeah, this is me makeupless and I'm just gonna get started. So I'm just gonna start off by applying the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation just all over my face, mostly in the centre, and I just kind of use a little bit on the outer parts of my face. And I just apply it on the back of my hands, and then I use a Real Techniques stippling brush to blend that in, and I just use a single pump on the back of my hand. I don't find I need any more than that. So yeah, let's get started. So this one's a tiny bit paler than I would normally go for in a foundation, but at the moment my skin is kind of that in-between stage where I can go either way. I could get a bit more tanned if I actually spent some time in the sun and then I'd need a shade up, or it is just gonna get paler. So I decided when I purchased this to get 4.5 instead of, I think it was 5, just because I knew that I was only really gonna get paler from here. It was unrealistic to think that I'd get a tan when it's coming up to September, so I'm just doing this in the viewfinder and I have really bad eyesight, so I'm going to use a mirror as a close-up to check this isn't horrendous. I do have a few blemishes today, so I'm just going to go in with a mixture of the Origins Plantscription concealer and the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection concealer, or Collection as it's now known. I'm using shade 2 in the Collection one and shade 3 in the Origins concealer, and I just mix them together on the back of my hand and then just apply it under my eye area. And I find that these two together are just a really nice mix of the right coverage and the right kind of, it's not too drying, it's just perfect. So I just kind of mark that where I need it on my face, which today is just everywhere. I'm just going to take my Real Techniques brush again and just blend that all in. And the good thing about mixing these two is it doesn't take a lot of blending because you've already done a lot of the blending already by applying it with your fingers, and then you just kind of blend in and it's just a really nice coverage which isn't too cakey, because the Collection concealer can be a bit cakey sometimes. So I just kind of stipple that in under my eyes and just sit here wiping the brush all over my face because it's really soft and I really like it. So that is my base almost done, but then just because I want this to last into the evening, I'm just going to use a powder, and for that I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is the shade 006 Warm Beige. Try not to reflect all the light at you. I really like this powder just because you can use just a little bit, but it really mattes out your skin and it just makes it stay a bit longer. So it's quite a nice powder, and I just use the really big Real Techniques brush just to apply it. So that's powder done, so I'm not going to look too shiny in front of my studio lights either, which is great. And then I'm going to go in and just apply some blusher, and the blusher is going to stay for quite a long time now because I've powdered my face as well, because powder just seems to cling to powder a little bit better. And today I'm going to use Nars Gina. I just used the Real Techniques blush brush to apply that. I find it gives a really nice sheer application. And I just stroke it, weird. I just kind of brush that over my cheeks. I'm also not one to smile when I apply my blusher either. I think it's a really weird concept because it just doesn't put the blush where you want it to go, so I just like applying it with my grumpy face, you know. That's my usual face anyway. Got like chronic bitch face. So that's my blush done, and now onto brows. At the moment I'm just using a mix of the Topshop brow pencil, which I used in my last everyday makeup tutorial. I really like this one. I'm in love with the brush that's on the end. It makes life so handy. And then I'm using the Bobbi Brown brow pencil in Blonde. It's actually a very brown, it even indicates that on the pencil. So this is actually perfect for me. My friend Luce from Bonjour Luce, I'll link her up below, she gave it to me because she actually has blonde eyebrows, but it just didn't work for her because obviously it is so dark, but for me it works fine, and it's actually kind of ashy tone, so it's quite nice on the eyebrows. So I'm just going to start with the Topshop brow pencil, and I'm going to need a tiny mirror for this, so I'm just using my Nars blush, and I just do the centre of my eyebrows with this one. And then I'm just going in with the Bobbi brown one, and I'm just going to do the arch. And then I'm just going to brush them through. And this picks up some of the excess product, which is just kind of sitting on your eyebrows as well, which is really great. So that is my eyebrows done, and now I'm going to move on to eye makeup. So I'm going to bring you a little bit closer because otherwise this feels a tad pointless. And I'm going to be using my MAC kind of trio, and it's called Love to Love. I'm just going to go in on my finger with the lightest one and just dab that all over. Just kind of use it as a base shade, I really like it. I think it's so pretty. And then I'm just going to go in with the middle one, and I just kind of pop that on the outer corners. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to go in with the darkest shade and my MAC 217. And I just love that because I think it just gives a really kind of pretty, just very subtle defined effect to the eye. I'm just going to use my Kevin Aucoin eyelash curlers, which are just awesome eyelash curlers. They're a good alternative to the Shuuemura ones if you don't quite have that budget. They're about £5 cheaper or something like that. And then I'm going to use the L'Oreal False Lash Telescopic Waterproof Mascara. And then I'm going to apply the L'Oreal False Lash Telescopic Waterproof Mascara, which is just beautifully subtle and lengthening and lovely. And then to finish off, I'm just going to use a tiny little bit of Topshop's Nevada lipstick, which is just a beautiful, really creamy, very pale nude lipstick. I really love this look at the moment. If you couldn't tell by all the very minimal makeup orientated posts on my blog, but I just thought I'd do kind of a more minimal version of my everyday makeup because obviously my other one involved liquid eyeliner. I'm really not sporting that overly frequently at the moment unless I'm kind of doing a long day of filming or outfit posts when it kind of offsets everything quite nicely, but for every day this is mainly it at the moment, so I'll do an updated one soon. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, and let me know if there's any other makeup looks you'd like to see. I've got my Lily Collins one hopefully coming up, even though that completely failed this morning. But yeah, let me know if you have any other requests, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!